I am a dad. So I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. It's crazy. I've actually been a dad for 4 years. And I became an entrepreneur so that I could be a better dad. That's pretty crazy these times of days because I feel like most people become an entrepreneur because they are either, one, just chasing money, or two, they're just chasing a certain lifestyle. And I guess you could call this a lifestyle, if you will. But I became an entrepreneur back in 2019 because I really just didn't want to be in an office if I didn't have to be. And at the time, we had our daughter and she was almost 2. Or no, she was actually 1.5. And we were planning to have another child. Now we have my son who's 2. So I didn't want to be stuck in an office if there wasn't work that had to be done. As a filmmaker, there's times where you're very busy working on things, and there's times where you're waiting on revisions from a client and you're waiting to hear back on what you need to do next. And so that could be a whole afternoon, that could be a couple of days. And so I've always just had good work ethic, to be honest. And so I was always either on time or ahead of time on most of my projects. So whenever I was waiting around for feedback, client feedback, I didn't want to be stuck in that office just because that was the rule. I didn't want to be stuck there because I had to be. I wanted to be able to spend more time with my family. I knew that we would only have 6 solid years before our kids went off to kindergarten and started school full-time, 5 days a week, 7 or 8 hours a day. And I knew that those first 6 years of their life were going to be so crucial and so pivotal. And I knew looking at my future self, when they were out of the house, I was going to have regretted not doing everything that I could to be with them during their first 6 years of life, like to be around it just as much as possible. So really, honestly, I quit my job in 2019 because of my family. I honestly didn't quit my job to try and just make more money. I hoped that I would make more money, but that wasn't the goal. I was getting pretty sad having to go into the office at 7 a.m. and get home at 5:30 p.m. and only see my daughter for a few hours. And I knew that was going to happen with my son if nothing changed. So in 2019, I made a change. I made a change for my family. And yes, I've made more money, which is awesome. But that's not the reason why I made a change. The reason why I quit my job and became an entrepreneur is because I wanted to be a better dad.